Bryson Dechambeau has packed on a huge amount of speed over the last couple of years. I'm going to show you one simple key that he has done that has massively increased his clubhead speed, and you can do the same. So let's start by putting old Bryson, when he first came out on tour, up against new Bryson, which is modern day Bryson, 40 pounds heavier Bryson, who is absolutely bombing the golf ball. What differences do we see? Obviously there is a physical difference, but there is one key difference that I want to point out, and that is the tempo of his golf swing. If you look at old Bryson, you will notice that it takes a lot longer for him to complete his backswing and then also reach impact. Versus new Bryson, by the time new Bryson has already hit the golf ball, old Bryson is only just starting his downswing. So what does this tell us, and what can we take away from this? Well, this tells us that not only has new Bryson increased his clubhead speed at impact, he's also increased the speed of his whole swing. Versus old Bryson, part of the reason why he was hitting it shorter was just that everything was slower. Not only his clubhead speed at impact, his clubhead speed throughout his whole swing. This is one of the crucial keys that we can take in terms of trying to gain clubhead speed. Now we know we're trying to increase the speed of our whole swing, not just our downswing. What are some great drills and analogies to help us? Well, the first one is, at address, I want you to imagine that I have cemented your club head into the ground. So in this situation, I now want you to tear that club head out of the ground. Well, how are you going to do this? Well, now you're going to have to incorporate bigger muscles to help you generate some clubhead speed to whip that club back. What you're not going to do to try and tear that out of the ground is just use your hands and arms, because you can see as I do that, I can't really take it back with any force. Now, again, if we bring up Bryson, what we're going to see when he starts his swing is you can see he's really pushing out of the ground with his leg. The legs are one of the strongest muscle groups in our body. If we can use our whole body to take that club back, we are going to see more clubhead speed. So this saying that you've probably heard, low and slow, cool, it might be great for accuracy, but it's terrible for clubhead speed. And today's video is about increasing your clubhead speed. You don't have to necessarily go full throttle at this, but if you can take a little bit of this away onto the golf course to where you can gain some speed but still have control of the ball flight, then happy days. That's what we want to see. Imagine that club head is cemented into the ground. You are going to have to use your whole body to take this back, and you can see it. To start with, I'm pushing out of the ground with my left foot. Do a couple of these rehearsals. Imagine it's cemented in and you're having to really pull it out of the ground using your whole body to get it out. You're automatically going to see that you're going to whip that club away with a lot more speed. This is going to give you a quicker backswing, which is therefore going to speed up your downswing. But we need a drill to help us physically train this. So the best drill that I know is starting with the club a good 2 or 3 foot in front of the golf ball. Now, why is this? Well, it gives us sort of that running start to where we can train that clubhead speed to be faster. So simply, what I want you to do is just to start with, just step inside the golf ball. We're not going to hit a ball just yet. Set up in your normal position and then move the club a good 2 or 3 foot in front of you. Now, as you start back, I want you to really feel like you're pulling this club through with some speed. So rather than just starting from a stationary position, we're giving ourselves a little bit of a run up essentially. And the main focus as you do this drill is to try and complete your backswing faster than you usually do. As a result, the downswing will take care of itself as long as you keep accelerating on the way through, and you will naturally see your club head speed increase. If I just do a quick example for you, I'm going to set up in my normal position. I'm going to move the club head 2 or 3 foot in front, and then from there, I'm going to accelerate all the way back and through. And as you can see there, again, I'm going for pure speed here. I'm trying to learn what it feels like to increase that clubhead speed. Definitely swung that faster than I normally would. But the great thing about this drill is, again, you can hit balls doing this. So now what I want you to do is grab a golf ball and put it on a little tee. Why? Just because we're not really too worried about contact right now. We're worried more about clubhead speed. So that little bit of a tee there is just going to give us a bit more margin for error. Set up to that ball, place it on a tee, and then again, set up normally. Then from there, lift your club head up and in front. Now again, as you drag this through, just make sure you don't clip the ball there. Otherwise, obviously, the drill's not going to be effective. So when the club's in this position, you're going to whip it back, quicken up your backswing, and swing all the way through. This is going to guarantee to get a little bit more clubhead speed in your swing. So if I do that for you right now, set up normally, lift the club up 2 or 3 foot in front. Now I'm just going to swing back from this position. So as you can see there, definitely had a little bit more speed to my swing, took it back and managed to get that backswing completed even faster than I normally would. And then from there, that transition down into the downswing. If you're trying to increase your clubhead speed, don't just increase your downswing. You've got to take a lesson from Bryson here. You've got to increase your whole swing speed. So not only your downswing, but also your backswing. Give this a try. If you have any questions, please ask away. Drop it down in the comments below, and I hope to see you back here soon.